Hello Sagittarius, this is your extended reading. So I feel like finally one of the mysteries from the first part that I couldn't really tell whether this emotional overwhelmment was with you or with someone that you cared deeply, because it's like you are too close to this other person, or you were too invested in this relationship, or vice versa. I feel like actually this is going on with your person, not you. And actually, there's someone else that is, outside viewing how there's something wrong going on inside the house, in a sense, right? It's someone that is close to you, but it's like a third person, like a sibling that is seeing you struggling with you, between you and your partner. And so this third person is helping to motivate you, Sagittarius, to help this partner, right? So I know this is like a little bit more specific, but you could still, apply to however it fits to your situation. But I feel like there is a point of finding balance again, and actually you have a crucial position in this. It's like your role in this, Sagittarius, is to help to bring love to a situation that is, very profound, very intense. It's like it's very quickly bubbling up in a way that, the cup is just too full. I don't know if there's something such as, too much love. Is it something bad? But I don't know. I just have a feeling that for you, Sagittarius, perhaps this is something that you're just not used to. It's not your natural habitat. And so this kind of feeling to happen in a place that used to be or was supposed to be your natural habitat, it's somewhat uncomfortable. And yeah, so but I feel like you are going to help this person, okay? So perhaps this is going on with this person that is here represented by the King of Cups. So it's like perhaps whatever you are going on, it's actually like just by being close to this person, right? This is what I saw with the Two of Cups and the Seven of Cups in the first part, is that you are perhaps too invested, it's like the only thing that you can think of is perhaps this other person and what is going on with them, or vice versa, right? You already see the point. So whoever this King of Cups is, they are the source, in a sense, of all of the watery realm that has recently overtook your home or your psyche or your space, right? Your physical space. Well, here's coming more through as like your psyche or your beingness, right? So they are the source of this, perhaps, too much proximity to a person that you love so much. It's like either them with you or you with them, right? It's like this connection or whatever is going on in this dynamic, right, in this relationship, seems to be, well, their specialty is like their expertise, is like their terrain, but there's something going on with them that they are, perhaps they're going through this spiritual awakening. And because, okay, so this is interesting. We have the King of Cups and the Emperor. And this Emperor was almost looking like the card from Sen's deck, from Sen Tarot, when she uses the, I can't remember what deck, the name of the deck, but it's the Death card, where there is this, the skull is open, right? It's cracked in half, and there is a moth coming out of it. And so what I'm seeing, which is something very weird, okay, the Death card is not here, and this Emperor has, traditional tarot, such a different meaning. But today what I'm seeing with the shape of, these flowers or these plants, or just the crown of the Emperor is coming through as like something that is splitting open, right? It's like perhaps there is a little bit of a, tantrum between you and your partner, right? There is something that is a sensitive issue going on in this relationship and inside this house, right? Which is symbolic for, your psyche and your partner's psyche. And for them, it's like whatever's gone with them, it's like, even though they are masters in a sense of this realm of the water, of the subconscious, of the just the emotions, right? It's coming to a point that is being upgraded, and they actually don't know how to deal with so much water, right? It's like they are stuck in a sense. So we have the Five of Pentacles coming next. And whatever is going on with them, it's like they are too out of sorts, is what I just heard. It's like they are, so the Five of Pentacles usually symbolizes like a specific place, right? But today, because this is Pentacles and your partner, I'm just gonna say your partner because it's the main way that I'm seeing, right? But you know that it can be you or another. It's like this Five of Pentacles is also coming through as, it's like they don't know, they cannot see a way out of the situation. It's like perhaps the same sensation that for you, Sagittarius, it's like you have the inkling to keep emotional things inside, locked in, right? So it's like you need to keep the water inside the well in a sense. So the thick walls will protect it, is what I just heard. But really, for them, it's the same sensation seen from another perspective. It's like they are inside. It's like, I feel like both of you, it's like both of you are inside this place that is, the water level is rising and rising and rising, and both of you are not moving out of it. It's like both of you are pretty much staying in this flood, right? And it's like, are you creating the flood or are you just surrendering to it? That is my question, because I feel like they are, it's like they are able to shape the water. It's like it's their natural territory, it's their natural habitat. So perhaps you moved in, to their place in a sense. And so this place that should feel safe, should feel protected, it's actually becoming inhabitable. No, not inhabitable. Is that the word? It's like you cannot live there any longer. It's like there is, like, something's got to give. You have to open the door, right, to let the water be drained out, right? Otherwise, you are going to feel like you're standing in over this quicksand where something that should feel solid with the Four is actually, it's like mud, right? It's, sucking you in a sense. Is that the way to say it? It's like pulling you in. And so I feel like it's almost like you are entering their psyche. You are, and that's the reason why perhaps you're feeling unprepared. You're feeling like this should be, a place that you would feel safe, that you would feel at home, but you're feeling like a child, you're feeling immature, you're feeling like you don't have all the whole picture, you don't have the informations that you needed to navigate this realm, right? Because it's very odd to you, it's very it's not your natural habitat and it's theirs, right? But whatever is going on with them that feels very big, that actually feels like an awakening of, this, it's like the crown, right, is opening up, like that image from the card, Incense tarot deck that she uses, where the death card is the moth coming out of the crown, right, the brain. And so they are feeling stuck there too. It's almost like they know that they have to be in this place, but it's feeling like it's too rigid. is too stuck. It's like they cannot, it's like they're running in circles in a sense, right? So sorry, just a second. Sorry, Sagittarius. So as I was saying, this awakening process that I'm seeing with the Emperor that is going on with this King of Cups, it's like taking them to the next level where they are going to become more aware even from the realm that they already perceive with such sensitivity, right? It's like they are hyper aware of how sensitive they are, but this is like cracking them open in a sense, to the point that they know that they're in the right place, but they are feeling stuck. They are feeling like they're not moving or they're not going anywhere. So this is starting to become a little bit, well, perhaps they are a little bit impatient about it, right? So this is when I feel like you are coming in, or at least is the guidance for, you know, this is the moment where you should step in to bring this fire that you hold within you, that is like the source of inspiration that keeps you going, that really motivates you to do whatever you have to do, or to go after your wishes, because you're coming through as the Knight of Cups, holding this Ace of Fire, the Ace of Wands. So this is actually the only Wands cards, right? And the rest of it is like only Cups and 1 Pentacles, right? And then we have 2 Major Arcana. So what I feel like is your attempt here, it's like, even though you are really coming through as feeling unprepared, or thinking that you don't have the resources, or you don't have the right words to approach this one, or to even know what to say. It's like there is a little bit of I'd rather not say anything because I feel like they wouldn't understand, or I don't want to worsen the situation. It's like you are concerned with them. And so actually is this person, right, who is, you know, coming. It's like they're coming in to make sure that you know that they're beside you, and whenever you need to talk, they're going to come here. But when you are inside the tower, right, when you are inside this home, and inside this home, it's just you and your person, right? It's like you are surrounded by water. The only approach that you feel is possible, right, for you to reach this other person is to mimic them in a way that perhaps you are just going to be loving and kind, and offer your assistance in a way that is the way that you know how to do it. It's like you are trying to put on a face that will be best for them to feel like you're not even more overwhelming than perhaps they are already feeling. So the way that you know how to do so with this Ace of Wands is by trying to uplift them. It's like, even though you are surrounded by water, right, and this is like the mask that you're wearing to use to get to them, it's like the available resources, right? It's like if you cannot fight the enemy, join them. It sounds something like that. It's like, if you cannot fight their own realm because you're inside their psyche, you're inside their home, it's like use it to your favor in a way that is a camouflage in a sense to your real intention, that is to bring them light, that is to, you know, light up the match that brings a little bit of light and warmth and upliftment and enthusiasm. And you know, perhaps this person is, you know, one of the very common ascension symptoms is depression, right? And just feeling low because there is so much going on, right, inside the emotional body, that sometimes you don't have energy for anything else, right? You're just stuck in that emotional state, right? While everything else is being rearranged inside you. And so, well, this is about this person, right? But you being so close to them, right? It's like, in a sense, that is helpful because, you know, you're trying to uplift them. But I have to say, it's like this is their process, right? There is so much that you can do to help, because I feel like they are going to find a time when it's time to move on from this, right? It's like the ascension is complete. Now they can wake up, in a sense, right? And so either way, even though you know that this is something that is going on with them, it's like you are in it with them, right? Because you are so close, because your heart and their heart is one, right? And so you are putting on this camouflage to get to them, to reach them, to speak in the same language, which is the language of love, which is almost like inevitable, right? Because you are surrounded by it. So whether this is by choice or not, I feel like this is the appropriate camouflage, in a sense, for you to bring this light that is your essence, that is your fire, that is whatever brings motivation to you, right? And this is actually what is going to motivate them to come to this balanced position, right? With the Justice followed by the Five of Cups. And so if they're feeling stuck in this ascension process, right, with the Five of Pentacles, it's like they cannot leave this place until the ascension is complete, in a sense, or until they feel like things have come back to this balanced state where they are, it's like they are not overwhelmed, right? Because it's almost like there is a point where this is going to balance out, right? Because of your, it's like this is the bit of strength that they need, actually, and it's coming from you. You are the source of life, in a sense, right? The spark of life that is, you know, making sure that they awake. They are, you know, in this deep conundrum, perhaps, this deep, you know, just awakening process that perhaps is taking too long, right? And I feel like it's like it's going to come to this natural balanced position, right? Once you open the door a little bit, right? Or they open the door for you when you use this camouflage to really bring whatever you hold inside that is your own gift, that is this light of being, right? The lightness of being, right? Bring fun again to the game, bring joy again to this relationship. And so things are going to be balanced again, right? It's like this is perhaps, you know, confirmation for you, or the just to give you a heads up that although things could have been like really overwhelming for the past couple of months or days or weeks, just know that things will balance out, and whatever was feeling like they were not moving or changing for them, right? It's different than your perspective. Yours, it's like you're standing on quicksand. For them, it's like they need, in a sense, the assuredness of the Five of Cups instead of the Five of Pentacles, because the Five of Pentacles seems like there are chains around their feet, right? That is keeping them stuck in this awakening process that never, it's like the upgrade is there, but the process never ends, right? This is their perception, but it will come to a point where it will feel balanced again for them, and whatever was making them feel stuck it's going to be dissolved. This is what this Five of Cups is talking about. It's the dissolution of the need to be stuck in a place, in a home, in a process that doesn't move from there, right? From whatever they're going through right now, right? if it makes sense. But I want to include something just to make sure that you hold your hopes high enough that things are coming to an end. And it's a really bright place, right? Because we have the sun at the bottom of the deck. So the sun is talking about there, you know, beyond finding that this balance will be restored for them and for you, right? Because you're so connected that, you know, whatever is going on for them, it is actually, you know, impacting you deeply. It's almost like you're navigating a terrain that you're not used to, but the sun is shining again. And so whatever was overwhelming for you, Sagittarius, to be in a watery realm that is not your own natural habitat, it's like it's going to be dried up enough by the light of the sun. And you, in fact, are bringing a piece of the sun with you, right? When you bring this fun back, the joy back. So let's see what the astrological runes have to add as a final guidance for you, Sagittarius. It's been intense. I can feel it. Okay. Yeah, that's very suiting because we have a north node. And actually the north node here is talking about like things are related actually to this ascension process, to this awakening process. There is something going on either with you or your partner, or actually both of you, that is very fated, that is talking about this spiritual evolution. So, and it's actually talking about, you know, do not despair. It's like both of you, even though the water realm is their realm and it's not yours, and you are immersed in this realm for as long as you know, feel this heart-to-heart connection. It's like you're not going to leave this one behind. So you're just immersed in this water, even though you don't feel comfortable there. It's like you are also going through this ascension. It's not just them. It's like they are just much more sensitive to the changes to the subtle changes in the water realm. That's why they know that they cannot leave, right, until it comes the time for this to until it comes the time for this energy to be balanced out, and for the stuckness of the energy feels like it flows again, right, and they can move from the place that they are. And you being in it, it's like for you too, it's like you're trying to bring this energy for them, but really what this is saying, it's like as much as they're going through this ascension, through this awakening, you are going through it as well. It's like both of you are in this together. It's like both of you are learning how to swim in the waters, but you know, don't leave your light behind. It's like even though there is a lot of water, enough, you know, to put down your fire, it's like keep your fire lit, Sagittarius. It's like it's part of the lesson that you perhaps need to learn with this you know, simultaneous ascension that you and your partner are going. So there's a lot, I know it. But you know what, I feel like this is going to show you a next level perception of partnership and spirituality, right? So these two are in love also. There's so much cups energy here. So, and you know, the sun is going to shine again, so do not despair. I know if you are feeling like you're drowning right now, Sagittarius, just know that the sun will arise again and will dry the excess of water that perhaps is now too overwhelming for you and even for your partner. So I hope this was insightful for you. Thank you so much for being here with me, and I'll see you next time. Okay, bye.